Ashley Black, and I'm here to change the world. I was born with juvenile rheumatoid arthritis and really overcame that as a child. And then in my 20s, I got stricken with this crazy flesh-eating bacteria that got in my spinal fluid and ate my hip and half of my leg. 93% of people who get this particular strand die. After this whole near-death experience, the first thing that I started to do was really try to study the anatomy raw. I used my own techniques to fix myself. A chiropractor in my town was like, "How the heck did you do that?" And then I worked on him, and he said, "My God, my patients need this." And some of his patients just happened to be Olympic track athletes, and they just happened to be friends with a bunch of pro ball players. Because everybody says, "How did you break into the business?" I didn't. It just happened. It was my destiny.
I was working for the NFL. It was starting to not coincide with what I wanted in my life, and Ashley was just really good at connecting the gap and advancing health more than what I was seeing in the sports medicine community.
The incredible FasciaBlaster.
Because you know what I got? A FasciaBlaster.
25 million Americans suffer from chronic pain. If you're one of them, you're going to want to listen to this. From top 10 pro athletes to Hollywood to the Victoria's Secret runway.
The killer body? Who isn't after that? Ashley Black, body guru to the stars, developing the FasciaBlaster.
I have to tell you, like, this is another example of one of these segments that we do that I feel like could apply to so many, certainly of my patients.
The reason why the FasciaBlaster is so important and why fascia is important is because, in a nutshell, it is the protective mechanism and sensory mechanism for the body.
Just to give you a point of reference, meat and fried chicken, that membrane, that is fascia in animals, and we have it all over our body. Think of it again like a hair knot. So what everybody's doing with foam rolling and massages is like using the backside of the brush. The way that the FasciaBlaster works is you just start rubbing it on bare skin with oil, and it keeps going deeper and deeper and deeper, which obviously relates to pretty much every single health issue in totality. I realized that nothing out there exists that did what we needed it to do, and that's where the FasciaBlaster was born. Well, the big secret is that cellulite isn't real. It's just the connective tissue, and it's not even fat. So
That blows up
curable.
a lot of theories.
And honey, when we tapped into that cellulite market, that is when the business just took on a mind of its own.
I'm 51 and I am blasting my big butt, and I can see the difference.
We're all coming out of our shells, feeling appreciation.
I learned how to love my body again. It has saved my butt and the back of my legs. I get so many compliments from my friends.
And that is when our customers started taking the body tools and using them on their face and their head. And we were like, no. Let us design something especially for that tissue.
I love the OMG Blaster. It's simple, it's all natural, and it works.
And I will take this and I will poke and wiggle my entire scalp, and I try to do that once a day.
I use the blaster. I use it on a daily basis for a minute or two.
And really from that point on, it became a customer-driven business. And that is where necessity breeds invention. My audience was giving me the feedback, and that's where the entire FasciaBlaster suite ensued.
And I love your fascia blasting.
You can see the difference in their play.
But I blast, baby, I blast.
And then once we realized that this had gone viral, and we had the celebrity market and the athlete market and the girl next door, that is when we decided to really double down on the science. So we hired the scientists at the Applied Science Performance Institute to do a legitimate study for us, where we looked at blood, ultrasound, DEXA scan, metabolic testing, and I can tell you what happened, and the results of that study were nothing short of astounding. The number one thing that our tools prove to do is something that has never been done in the history of the world with something non-invasive. Now, you can get this type of result with high-dose stem cells, but what we saw was a complete reversal of aging and a full regeneration of the soft tissue, fascia. And we also saw a reduction in the C-reactive protein, which means we're lowering systemic inflammation. We saw an increase in irisin, which is like the exercise hormone. We saw metabolic levels increase. We saw spot reduction of fat. So basically with the study, what we saw was all good and zero risk. And when you regenerate the tissue that is surrounding our skin, our blood, our nerves, our lymph, our muscles, and it literally makes everything better. And once we had that study peer-reviewed and published, we were like, all right, we gotta go tell the world.
How do you describe what we're doing? How do you describe how you just touch someone and change the way they move or the way they feel?
It's just so effective that I don't think women can help but be passionate.
If I'd known about the FasciaBlaster in 2014, I wouldn't have had to have the right hip replacement.
You guys don't have any idea how bad it was. You got me through it.
Thank you so much for bringing this life-altering tool into my life.
You had no idea what you were building, this whole huge world movement.
And once you can empower someone to take their own health and beauty into their hands, that is when you can really start to make changes in the world. And that's exactly what we've seen. Led to not one, but two #1 best-selling books for me.
The cellulite myth is creating waves of interest across the country.
How does it feel, first of all, to be a best-selling author before the books even hit store shelves?
And a totally mind-blowing TED Talk, the very first on fascia. Cellulite is caused by a system of the body called fascia. Raise your hand in here if you've never heard of it. And I really feel so proud that my company and me are even being celebrated in this lifetime with awards as big as the American Business Association's Entrepreneur of the Year, 2-time Inc.'s fastest growing companies. I've even gotten an International Business Award for being Woman of the Year, as well as a Lifetime Achievement in Consumer Goods. That is crazy. This holistic biohacking quantum healthcare revolution is coming. So our decision is just to jump right out in the front of that parade and continue to lead the way. Now, 12 years later, we're ready to create our legacy product line. And now it's time to innovate. So we've taken this fascia regeneration technology and we've motorized it. I'm Ashley Black, inventor of the FasciaBlaster and the NeXcia, and I'm going to be taking you through the features of this game-changing tool. I had to come on here and just talk to you like for real. And this is really my favorite head, the small claw. This is amazing for carving out on the abdominals, and you guys are going to literally be so obsessed with this red light feature with scrubbers, because anything that is sensitive, like for me, that's always been my hip replacement scar.
This is going to take self-care to like the next level.
From a therapist standpoint, look how
it works.
Yeah, it works. And how easy is it? Like, how much effort are you putting in?
Nothing.
Literally nothing.
It's so easy.
So what we've essentially created, that's the first power tool that's actually going to work. You're going to get instant relief and a long-term benefit beyond your wildest dreams. And really could not be more excited about the app that is Bluetooth linked to the NeXcia, because we use this as a gateway to really just suck people into this amazing world of everything fascia all in one place. I think for me, it's just a testament to the powerful movement that's happening with people in their health. And the movement is about just educating the whole world about this system of the body we just missed completely.
Change my back to a more symmetrical appearance.
Hey, my name is Doug Barron. I've been a professional golfer for 25 plus years. We're going 1, 2, 3, 4 layers down and getting the blood, the oxygen, everything we need to that injury. I could barely move it, and I can do this pain-free now. If one little bit of fascia fascia gets off, it can lock up your entire body.
You have no idea what you've done for my world.
I am turning back the hands of time.
I am 56-year-old, vibrant woman, so excited about life.
It's just like combing your hair. So your muscle fibers are the hair, right? When you comb your hair, what happens? Everything loosens up and opens up. It's the same here.
I feel younger than I have in my 20s and 30s.
There's nothing in the world more valuable.
I don't know of anything that can promise you this.
This is the first time in my life that I felt like I have the power to make change.